enjoy right here where we at. Who knows where this road is supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. As long as you right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be.
I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys that didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm tired of the fake love. Show me what you're made of, boy, make me believe.
Oh, hold up, girl, don't you know you're beautiful? And it's easy to see.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be.
So won't you ride with me, see where this thing goes.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be.
So come on, ride with me, see where this thing goes. So come on, ride with me, baby, if it's meant to be. Maybe we do,
Maybe we don't,
maybe we will, maybe we won't. But if it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. Sing it, baby.
if it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be.
Let's go. So won't you ride with me, see where this thing goes.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be,
If it's meant to be,
it'll be.
it'll be.
Baby, if it's meant to be,
If it's meant to be, it'll be.
baby, if it's meant to be.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. Hope you guys are staying positive out there. I have a really fun reading. I'm just going to be sharing with you. This is a lot of Divine Masculine, how he feels towards you, Divine Feminine, and what's coming from that or out of that. So these I haven't gotten to really look into, so I will be reading the meanings and learning that right now from the Gilded Tarot book. So here, check that out. If you guys, it's not for this deck, but I felt guided to use it now. And here we go. Eight of Pentacles. A lonely apprentice works late into the night on his project. He is focused and determined, perhaps too focused, to notice his little companion. Like Major Arcana 8, Strength, this young man tamed his baser instincts and This young man tamed his baser instincts and desires in order to achieve something greater. Even though he may wish to go out and enjoy himself, he is willing to forego immediate pleasure for the sake of a long-term goal. This is reminding me a lot of my Divine Masculines, plural. Yeah, particularly the first, they go within, whether it looks like they don't want you, it's actually they have a master plan, and they are doing so in two ways. One, they agreed to look like, let's call them like the asshole or a rejecter, so that you can find your way, but you also agreed upon this too. And in another way, whoa, did you hear that? Spirit is like taking me in and out of dimensions, so it's gonna go quick. Another way is that they're taking reign in their lives now, even if it means to put you aside, because you are what they really want. And I've touched on this before, thinking like, if you think it's hard for you, imagine for him, because they really picking themselves first and doing something for themselves and putting you aside is very hard for them. So it's a miracle that they still ran along with this versus using you or having you there now when they don't feel they're perfect. In reality, we're all mechanisms working at peak conditions right now. So we are perfect, but it's going to get better. And you'll see, like it says it in this. But let's continue. So, I'll be adding my input on Divine Masculine as I read. I think it'll be a lot easier for everyone, and I'll remember more of it. So, I do want you guys to get all of the messages. Alright, I think this is how I'm going to do it from now on. Alright, so they're foregoing immediate pleasures, for example, e.g. you, Divine Feminine, and like everything you could have given him, for the sake of a long-term goal. And I believe that for my Divine Masculine, and I think across the board, the true Divine Masculines, I think they wanted to, marry us, but there's always that one childhood person, perhaps, but it wasn't even that they were better, that female is better. It's just that along with karmically it had to happen and play out. I think divine circumstances in the physical reality didn't allow him to choose you. You're his first choice. But it'll come around like a beautiful fairy tale. It's very interesting. It's like the girl got her wish. So do not lose faith or be pessimistic, girls, ladies, women, Divine Feminines. You know what I mean? It does not. And of course, I know it does not have to be a female. Sorry about generalizing that like that, but you know what I mean. Alright. Next was, you are involved in a course of study in preparation for a better future. See, so he is involved in a course of study to learn about himself, about women, perhaps. Even if they get married, this is all for his betterment, okay? And also, not even for him, but for better future. Or both. I would say both. For a better him and a better future for both of you. Because we do believe this will come around. This will come back around. Okay, guys? Where was I? Your discipline and drive will serve you well. See? So his discipline about keeping himself away from you and not giving himself what he wanted and taking the easy way. Like, now. Having his cake and eating it too. He's actually working at this in a noble, coming from a noble standpoint. His mind. By taking that moment, okay? So, Divine Masculine, do take that moment though. Enjoy some of the pleasant companionships. And Divine Feminine, don't see if he does. Actually, don't spy on him. But if you do see, for example, like he has a companionship, a lady friend, or anything like that, this, you can't be mad at him. You can't. It's not going to help anything. It's not going to help you. It's not going to hurt anyone else but you. Feeling these things, you have to trust in divine order. And I've held that card on for a long time. But anyway, like, yeah. So see, let me see, what do we get from here? It looks like this guy is listening to outside opinions, but it's mainly this guy. He's the big brother. He's going to have the end say all in that. Okay. And so the Divine Feminines also have to understand to give yourself the companionships you need. It doesn't need to be falling in love, but if you do, you never know. We don't want to hold our breaths, but we do want to hold space. So that's kind of hard to explain, but I'm sure the majority of those watching and still watching understand. Definitely. Okay. So then holds the Page of Pentacles. A young man holds a pentacle. He appears almost bored, although not an adept by any means. He does not have enough experience to start playing with technique. He does not carefully hold the pentacle. Instead, he barely holds it, as if to see how little he needs to touch it, yet still keep it in place. He is definitely ready for the next level. Alright, so this is Divine Masculine. Okay, the old way. No, sorry, not the old way, but the old reality, the old world. Maybe like 2006 to 2000. like 2015, or around 14. This is the way. The old way was you can get by putting less effort, but now it's like everyone is real is seeing real. Everyone can see the light. The light is clearing up to truth, like the true emissions of what you are. Everyone can see that light. It's not being able to be hidden. So divine masculine doesn't want to go backwards and be like a shitbag, if you will, or like anything like that. Even in the slightest terms, they're actually willing to work on themselves, and even if it takes a long time. And I think part of that has to do with overcoming a fear of you not being there when they are done, and a faith, an incredible and measurable faith that they have doing that. Along with putting themselves first and not being a fear. So we got to learn from them, guys. This is reality. This is what the energies are saying. All right. So he has been practicing something that are already quite. They are already quite good at. Their studies are beginning to manifest into actual completed projects. See, they're leveling up, and it's probably surprising, but it's been if it's a 2-year mark for anybody with their twins, it's around that time. You know, if you look into Akashic records, you'll see too. It's around that time when anyone would really like reflect on what happened the last 2 years, and you know, when the fire gets lit under their ass. You like my bunny? Anyone like my bunny? Okay. So yeah, keep it positive, guys. They're working at it, and they're actually seeing the miracles happening. And we will be the girls that get their wishes. Okay, the divine feminines that get their wishes. Okay, the girl that got her wish. All right, let's see. And I'll read you a story from here in this book I got here that I haven't read, but it's called The Girl That Got Her Wish: Real True Stories of Tarot Discovery Lessons. All right, so here is the rest of this card, the Page of Pentacles. All right, so their studies are beginning to manifest into their actual completed projects. So they're feeling confident. They're probably feeling themselves. They're feeling good, and that's great. This is where you should also be sending nothing but love at night. And any moment when you're holding space, just send love. And quick input, insight, epiphany that I've got recently is that there is no way I can turn back. I can't, what's the word, just let this go. It's become me. It's become in me, a part of me. And the love is unsurmountable. This is only, I've only felt this for my son. So that's how deep and unconditional and a force of love I know I need to be, and I will never not be. So, you know, like there is not any dimension, any reality that I'm not in full love with this man. So, or these men, this energy. It's beautiful that you don't need to have it your way, your time. It's very the golden thread. You're connected by, and it's in one of these cards, the kitten cards. Let the golden thread connect and weave itself through every part of your life, because everything is connected. All right, guys. So the rest of that was, you are ready to present your work to the outside world. Ooh, to your divine feminines. All right, we're ready to receive. So, perhaps it is time to consider something more complicated and challenging. Be aware of becoming careless. Although you do have skill, you lack the experience that allows one to perform almost mindlessly. Also, be careful of stagnation. Once you master this level, continue to challenge yourself and don't become lazy. See how I told you this is about the time, 2 years later, the 2-year mark, when if everything's been going good, and of course people go on their own paths and stuff. People remember. Twins will remember. Of course, this is not the first time that they think of us. And I'm like, remind me to tell you guys about this dream I had last night. I'll try to remind myself. But there's a part of them that's going to reflect back on the specific union, the specific interaction, and it's going to be like a fire lit under their ass, okay? Blazing a trail towards us, and they have been since they've left, if that makes any sense, okay? The last little piece for the Page of Pentacles is that this card can indicate a message unusually pertaining to a project you've completed, finances, or resources. Bingo, guys. You think they thought this was over, or they thought this was over at some point in the middle of their journey away, okay, or in some point of the quarter in between now and when they started. Then they thought maybe they got comfortable. Okay, reality sets in. Sometimes people don't believe even the Wonderland and start to think it's a fairy tale. But it's all like balancing out your energy, his energy, and your belief in his belief, and bouncing back and forth, and strengths, and sending each other, holding space, and all these things. Eventually, sorry for the shaking. Eventually, will outweigh the stagnation on both parts. It's like back and forth, but it all happens in nanoseconds, and in the past and in the future. if you get that, I know T, you probably got that because you're funny like that. Like you can see the truth in reality and keep it positive and understand it that there's really no possibilities to leave out. This world is crazy, crazy. All right, guys. So, Page of Pentacles, messages. All right. They're practicing something that they're already good at, but maybe that's why they're, along with Mercury retrograde, they're probably looking at things before that they weren't good at and try to like master that. So, hey, leveling up, all that good stuff, okay? And here's a picture of, oh, never mind, no picture. All right. So the next card we have is the Hermit. All right. Here it is, guys. A mysterious old man walks a lonely, narrow path. He carries a light representing his mind and the knowledge he has acquired, and a staff symbolizing the power of his will. His red belt indicates something of passion that drives him in his search. While he has much knowledge of the world and a strong will, there is still much that is unresolved. See, guys? They're lonely, and they chose to be it, but to learn, but they're learning something that they're lonely. Learnly, get it? I'm such a cheeseball. Alright, where was I? Well, he has much knowledge of the world and a strong will. There is still much that is unresolved in his heart. Alone, he goes off to contemplate, to compare. See, that's what he did here. To leave and have to do that. Work on something, on himself. Alone, he goes off to contemplate, to compare conventional knowledge to what he feels in his heart. Whoa. That's exactly what I've been hitting on. And Spirit has been guiding me that they just needed to learn how to do it and what it is exactly they want. If they probably wanted to know if they're a good guy and if they can be a good guy, out there, because they really want to do that for you. So they would never want to mess that up with you, and that's the truth. Think about it. All right. Alone. This message of the Hermit is one of self-knowledge. It is time for you to withdraw, contemplate what you know, and make sure of your beliefs. Make sure your beliefs are reflecting and leading of your own heart. See, this is perfect. It's exactly like making sure that everything is in alignment with who they really are. Now you must learn who you are and what you believe. When you can trust yourself without depending on the opinions of others. you guys, they're growing up. Oh my gosh. Leveling up, but really growing up, like maturing. And I've been feeling that for myself lately. Ah, gosh. Along with dramatic hair changes. Look, I got red hair now. Alright. It's actually, I wanted it orange, like a copper. So, the Hermit, he's acknowledging his heart, becoming aware of not withdrawing for too long or for the wrong reasons. See, they're really reasoning everything, withdrawing, but with responsibility. So it's not the worst thing that could happen. They're self-examination nation, guys. The divine masculine is doing it for a reason. All right. And of course, we got one more, and I bet it's gonna be perfect. This is the Five of Cups. Let's find out what that means together. But this looks like someone who is not gonna hold himself captive, or his heart, his inner true wants captive anymore. He's gonna pick that Merkaba riding. He's gonna ride that Merkaba and pick the heart cup, the one that is for him. So let's see. Man despairs over the spilling of 3 cups, unaware of the 2 glittering cups behind him. A time of mourning over a loss is natural and necessary. But if it goes on too long, it becomes a melodramatic parody. By turning a bad movie, basically, a good movie into a bad movie. By turning to the wisdom of the Hierophant, Major Arcana 5, this man can find guidance in his mourning and support in his healing of his heart. Then he can turn to the future. Wow, this is really matching up. And embrace the 2 cups waiting for him. Whoa! Waiting for him. And my dream. That's reminding me about my dream. I think I should tell you right after this. You have experienced the loss that must mourn. Turn away. I just need to tell you, like, the dream right now. There's only a few sentences left of that. So my dream was, I saw my twin, the first one, the one. And it was such a lucid dream. I got to tell him the things that I would think would be weird, or my ego wouldn't, or would hound on me and to try and get me not to say in real life. I told him those things, and what I got in reciprocation were some messages that, to me, were exactly what I needed just to keep on going. And I didn't need it up until this point. It's been almost, I don't know, 2-3 years almost. So, like, it's amazing how that works. It's when you really need to pray, and you really need to be real with yourself and God, and ask for not him to be here now, but for him to open your heart into the knowledge of that. So anyway, I told him that I would wait for him in my dream, and he told me, and he looked just like this, like really like, psst, hey, here, you know what? And he told me, I'll let you know when you can add me again. And the way he said it, it was almost like, and I had told him too before in the dream that I had been thinking about him every day, and it's, I can't walk away. And he looked, the way he said it, that he has too. It's just so awesome. There was also a really cool makeout session, which is really cool. I haven't had that, so that was really awesome. But I just thought I'd let you guys know that it's everything that you waited for them, and it's everything. They're gonna make it everything when they make it worth that wait. I guess, when they are back. All right. So, the last part of the 5 of Cups was turn to a wise friend or counselor, or a spiritual advisor, or religious tradition to help you heal properly, so you can embrace the bright future in due time. See? Be aware of prolonging your time of mourning, whether it is out of a desire for attention or fear of the future. Okay, so guys, I think Divine Masculine did go through waves of feeling that. Perhaps there was a childhood love that definitely helped heal that. That was meant to be there, a karmic, I would say. But then they start to see that their reasoning for staying with that or pursuing a marriage with that relatively quickly they're going to see that. So I think the more faster they went into that, the more faster they came to realize, oh shit, you know what I mean? This is not in alignment with their heart. So they're starting to feel what they really need. See the Merkaba writing I said before I read the reading? The thing over his head and the thing behind him. Realizing their truths. And knowing that they're healing really well. They've come a long way. See that halfway mark? Or why did I say halfway mark? Whoa. But I mean that point where they're at that marker where they can reflect back. And it's just beautiful timing, guys. Alright? So I told you guys my dreams. And now let's just go with... and I read you guys the meanings of these. Again, this was from the Gilded Tarot book. Really good. I would recommend it. Alright. Awesome. And I just want to go ahead. Sorry if you can see this. I like to have the screen so I can see what you guys see, and I can show you guys easier. So I'll move that farther away next time so it doesn't bother you. Alright, so the next one they have Divine Masculine. You have Jesus. It's already a 26-minute reading. Okay, I'm gonna speed read now. So this was the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I think I'll just give you my opinions on these, and maybe leave the real meanings in the description typed out or something. So this is like not having the grand finale, you know, being a bull in a china shop but tamed. The myth is not true. They're actually pretty agile and like really not as klutzy as you would assume. But in this picture, he looks kind of pissed, and it's kind of like he has it all, but it's not all that he wanted. You know, look at, there's like steam coming out of his nostrils. But there's a flower growing behind him with all those weeds and that stone wall. Like he hit a wall, and it's accomplished with a 10, and it's just ready to be free. I'm hearing. Okay, so I just remembered this. This is what he feels when he sees, when he thinks of you. What does he want? Was it want? Yes. What is he wanting with you? And this is to break free and to be with you, I believe, because we have also connection. So this is what he felt. What he feels with you. And this is the big, it's the great escape. That's exactly what I meant. The great escape. From being like a crotchety old man type of like disgruntled asshole to feeling this connection and really realizing, I think also is what making him pissy, is not having that. So let's read this. This is the kitten cards. Really cute. Oh, this reminds me of Labyrinth. That part of Labyrinth where like, dance, baby, dance, magic, dance, magic.
Dance, magic, dance, magic, dance, baby, study. Jump, magic, jump, magic, jump, magic, jump, magic, jump, magic, jump. Slap that baby, make him free.
So where they're all like popping off their heads, dance, magic, dots. Yeah, so like that that in that movie, it's all about connection. She's trying to get to her baby brother, who she realized he really means a lot to her. She really wants. She offered them up to the goblins, the Goblin King. You gotta watch that movie. Great movie, Labyrinth, from the 80s. Awesome. Alright, connection. The spirit cat reminds us that we are not alone. Wow. And I saw him in my dream, you guys. So awesome. The Spirit Cat reminds us that we are not alone. We are a web of connections. Our attitudes, actions, and energy ripple outwards and touch people in ways seen and unseen. No single action stands alone. Each action, idea, and feeling is born out of countless influences and in turn has its unique effect. We see this most clearly and dramatically in our innermost circle, but this also extends outwards towards humanity, the earth, and the universe. Our consciousness dances together, challenging, uplifting, teaching, learning, questioning, reassuring, inspiring, and loving ourselves and each other. It doesn't say ourselves and each other, but definitely an important, if you guys want to pause on this and read it yourselves to get the messages out of that. But I read this backwards. It might make more sense backwards, but we'll go ahead and do it the right, left to right. So this is Divine Masculine, really feeling that connection. This is the card where I literally said, what is he feeling? He's feeling he doesn't have that. He wants to break away from that and gain all of that with you, but he is feeling that connection. Okay. Then what does he want with Divine Feminine? And that's the Ace of Pentacles. Isn't that incredible? The brand new want, the brand new most valuable. Ooh, this is like you're leveling up in his heart shelves, I believe. But you were always there. You got a little dusty, but now he's mad about you being dusty up on that shelf, and he's putting you on a shrine. And we actually have a cat named Shrine right here. Meet Shrine. Okay, so I need to hurry this up real quick. And for clarification on that, what that Ace of Pentacles meant, we have Guardian, Synchronicity, and Guardian and Synchronicity. So those two, along with Play and Adventure. But let me just read you these first. Guardian and Synchronicity. So they can close their eyes, you know, like that Taylor Swift song, I know I'm gonna be with you, so I take my time. Alright, that one. That's kind of like the vibe he's giving right here. And, you know, Guardian, that's probably you and both of you in each other's lives. Inside of you, remember I told you, there's no way I could walk away. It's in me. He's in me. Is me. It's just like I become love in this new way. I can't go back. I would be wasting my precious time, you know? Alright, so Guardian, meet Lavendril. She stands sentinel, a gentle yet protective force, like Divine Feminine. She can help, and also Divine Masculine if we really look in and see and don't try to look at him as a bad guy. See why he's being so noble as to take on this position that makes him look that way. All for love. Kudos, guys. Alright, she stands sentinel and gentle yet protective. She can help you guard your mind against negativity, defeatism, and delusion. See? Exactly what we were talking about. She is a shield that only allows the words and actions of people with compassionate intentions to reach the depths of your being. Yeah. I remember ever since I was younger, when people would scream, like, or be mean and when I was younger or in high school, like, scream, like, bitch. I know, why would people do that? But hey, I wouldn't get that. Like, I would just not register. It would just not register. It's so funny. It's kind of like the Guardian. So, it's and it brings me back to the dream. It's like where people, I'm sorry, I was looking at the time and I thought it was going to stop recording, where my twin came and reassured me in my dream, and they're inside of us. So it's important, and they really do help us with not giving up, not letting those like bad intentions reach the depths of our being, keeping our own dang selves away from bad guys, bad other people, and those intentions, and feeling that conviction of not wanting to be around that, and actually not being around that, maturing really like doing what you want to do and not doing what you don't want to do. So saying no and learning all that stuff. We're gaining that from both of our higher selves, and we're both mingling in one, or we are one, or we all are one. So it's really crazy. But this journey is helping me understand a lot. All right, she keeps her true self safe as you journey into the depths, seeking understanding and healing. See, that's what I thought too. I'm like, my twin has really kept me safe. Like, I'm not having babies with anyone, because I'm like, and not because I'm just waiting, but because of the conviction. I know it is. So it's awesome. It really protects from diseases and crap, you know. I've been almost celibate for a year, guys. Besides the sporadic, like maybe 3 sporadic events, like for over a year almost now. So and I didn't think it was going to be this easy, but it's really just healing and feeling your convictions of what you believe. Anyways, so Guardian, she is a master of space holder, a master space holder. That's like divine feminine and also masculine, because that takes a lot to be where you are divine masculine. How much you've gotten to get to where you are now. Like, wow, same thing. Space holder, master space holder. Lavendril will hold your hand in her paw as you cry, as you dance wildly, as you merge with all, as you dissolve and evolve. Oh, dude, this is so cool. This deck is so cool. Dissolve and evolve. Look at that. That's cool. All right, so that's what he felt with you. He feels with you, like as a guardian. And synchronicity. And when I saw those two together, when I pulled them over, I'm like, almost cried. Really beautiful. Meet Lexi. She passed into our world through the divine nexus of a series of unlikely events. Just like the journey, right? Or Wonderland. Falling face first into the wonder hole. That sounds weird. She arrives at the precise moment when she is needed, needed most, as if answering a silent prayer. Yeah, see, my dream. And this reading of all things is like coming out perfect at the right time. She appears with a perfect and sweet antidote to our fears and struggles. You will not know when she is coming, but when she arrives, your heart will open, the air will sparkle, and your world will awaken with new life. Coincidence? Maybe. A beautiful mystery? Certainly. Watch for her paw prints as they glimmer and meander through your life. So, I mean, this is what they think of us. You will know she's coming. You will not know when she's coming, but when she arrives, your heart will open, the air will sparkle, and you will awaken with new life. And I want to cry, but like happy cry. All right, and then paired with those same ones, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, we have Divine Masculine wants to play with us. Meet Pippa, the dream, and I am speeding up because of time. Meet Pippa, the dream circus. Some kitties come straight out of the imagination to remind us to play. Here is a moment of dancing, twinkling toes and laughter. Where most only see empty air, Pippa sees colorful tweeting birds and most tantalizing minuet of errant butterflies playing peekaboo, urging her to the chase. Oh, okay. See, urging our divine masculine to the chase, all of this beautiful wonderment. To play is to do something for the pure joy of the doing. Bam. Oh, come on. This is like, he's tired of working. He wants to do what his heart wants. That's what everyone wants lately. And it's been like that since before the shift. Where are these cards? The other card that was, here it is. He wants to play. Bust out and play. Alright? Where most only see empty air, Pippa sees, blah, 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 tantalizing minuets, errant butterflies, playing peekaboo, urging her to the chase. See, playing peekaboo. It's like I said, it goes back and forth and back and forth. The energy between you and him and the holding space and being the masters of holding space. To play is to do something for the pure joy of it. And that's where he's going to be doing. That's how it's going to be coming back. So, but you have to do build your empire, Divine Feminine, so you have an awesome log cabin for him to come back to. It is a frolicking mix of experimentation, curiosity, and absurdity. Yep. Let me read that one more time. That's so cool. These cards are amazing. It's a frolicking mix of experimentation, curiosity, and absurdity. And this may be because they're going to leave some woman or some karmic, some life. They're living an old life, period. Even if there is another woman, isn't. It's just, wow, even if there is, that's the thing. Is like, if there is, that's even more, like, intense. Like, and it came out on accident. But I was going to say, even though there isn't, they're going to just leave their life and pack it up and rolling over to your cabin house. But, like, not knowing that there is a cabin expecting them. You know, it's so beautiful and absurd and playful, like it's been saying. Yeah. So, Kitty, yeah? Okay. Yeah? Okay, Kitty might jump up on here. Hey, boo-boo. His name is Goosebumps. Alright, where you can let more of Pippa's playful spirit and lighthearted air into the... Let lightheartedness into the air, your work, and your life. Wait, what? Where you can let more of Pippa's playful spirit and lighthearted air into your work and your life. Knew that was going to happen. Hey, Goosebumps. Let me say hi. Show him your beautiful eyes. Oh, it's too dark. You can't see her here. Alright. So, if they want to play, they're being conscious of this adventure. Adventure card. Meet Lion Mew. He is an adventurer, an explorer, a traveler, and a seeker of worlds. He likes to feel the rippling of his fur and the excitement of not quite knowing what he might discover next. So see, our divine masculines are super brave. Mine was in SEAL training when I met him. So it's just, and he's young. Like, it was barely 21, I think, or 22. It is time. No, it was definitely, yeah, it was not even 21 because we couldn't drink. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, and I'm 27, guys, now. So let me see, where was I? He likes to feel the blah, 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 blah. It is time to leave the safe havens of your comfy. Wow, divine masculine, listen up. Of your comfy. Also you, divine feminine. Time to trust. See, time to let go of whatever you had planned. Just let it go. Let life happen. And work on you. And hold space, alright? Widen your circle of experiences. Seek distant shores and unknown lands. And step into a different point of view. Yeah, we can't live in fear, you guys. Distance and diversity gives us a shift in perspective. Home never looks the same from afar. Remember, the journey outward illuminates the journey inward. Live your life as grand adventure. Wow. Sorry, my son probably marked on this. Alright. Goosebumps showing your eyes. Beautiful eyes. Okay. Oh, he's so lovable right now. Alright, you guys. And let's see if I can get these cards back here. The Fool. We know what the Fool means. Wanting to jump out and do something new. Alright. Something brand new. And we got that clarified by Focus and Warrior. Meet Michigan. Oh, let me show you those. And it was actually like this. He's like, this is him, warrior-like, and this is higher self being like, come on, bro, what are you waiting for? You need to go and do what you really want to do. And stop being upset doing what you've already maxed out what you need to do here with the karmic, I believe. Alright. And if there's no karmic, then it's just life lessons in his own life. So meet Artemis. That's for the Focus card. Meet Artemis. She is a master. You might hear some purring. She is a master. Oh gosh. A master hunter. She can focus her attention like a laser beam and has crystal clear vision and razor sharp hearing. She even has some extra antennae that can pick up on subtle clues. Oh, this is both of us. This is not just divine feminine. This is both of us. Okay, they're very sharp. They got it. They got you so much that they go in your dreams when you need it. All with God. All with God. Add God into that's the missing component to a lot of y'all's relationships and union is God. And actually, let me emphasize that. Really listen to me when I said that, because that's what got me to where I am now, realizing that God was the missing component. That it was I think I watched Rihanna Briggs or Rihanna Gregory. I forgot her name. Rihanna. She was. I think she still has a channel. I hope. But yeah, she combined that with God, and then I was in. Here I am now. But anyway, so so whether you're about to climb, wait, sorry, was it right here? She observes everything and knows how to be invisible. See, this could be applied to both of us. And leaps out at the perfect moment. See, he was going in, and it will leap out at the perfect moment. All right, so just hold faith. We have a zillion ideas floating in our minds. We are multitasking machines. When Artemis shows up, it is time to pick one thing to hone in and quell distractions. How will we ever catch that mouse if we don't focus on it, letting everything else fade into the background for the moment? Ooh! 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 Skirt, skirt! That's crazy. That's insane. Basically, it's confirming what we thought Divine Masculine is doing, and now they're feeling that conviction. How could they catch the mouse if they're not even focusing on it? You know, it's funny, like when some people want, and it says it in this book, a funny story is like one of this lady's friends, she was speaking an anecdote about her and how she would do everything under the sun because she only wanted two things: this one man and a career in writing. But she never ever wrote anything down or approached the man. So it's like, come on, it's very interesting. Warrior spirit, come on, guys. That's what they're feeling with this full energy and the warrior spirit and the focus card. Oh my gosh, like things are gonna be coming up. Divine feminine, get snatched, start working out, do everything you need to do, feel like the best you, and be the best you. Start eating better, eat healthy, eat clean. All right, focus. Because can you imagine him coming up and being like, I'm here? All right. Meet Artemis. She is the master hunter. She can focus her attention like a laser beam. She has... Wait, what the... Did I just read two different ones? Well, that's an... Oh, yeah, this is the one I read. Okay, this one's adventure. Meet Lion Mew. He is an adventurer, an explorer, a traveler, and a seeker of lost worlds. He likes to feel the wind rippling in his fur and excitement of not quite knowing what he might discover next. It is time to leave the safe havens of our comfy home and routine and seek out distant shores and unknown lands. Yeah. Widen your circle of experiences and step into a different point of view. Distance and diversity give us a shift in perspective. Wow, distance and diversity. We have distance, check. Diversity with us in the karmic, check. And this is all like hanging left. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna come back right around. Home never looks the same from afar. Remember, the journey outwards illuminates the journey inward. Live your life as a grand adventure. Wow, you guys. So I guess I had to read that all a couple times for somebody out there, for myself, I believe. All right, focus. And so we have a few more. So what the way he also looks towards you is courage, bliss. We got curiosity and vision. So they're seeing their conviction, seeing the visions, knowing that it would take courage and that it would really bring bliss and majesty. Okay, and I also asked, these were the four, what do they think of when they think of you? Solitude, cozy home, they feel that, and curiosity and vision. So that's really awesome. Can you see this? These fours, how they, what energies they feel when they think of you. Visions, solitude, possibly thinking of like moving. I'll see curiosity, thinking of moving. Cozy home, feeling like that's the real place they need to be with you. The bliss and majesty, and just going to take courage. So let's just read these real quick. Cozy home. Meet Shrine. He loves to curl in a fluffy ball of appreciation and take in the calm, cozy expanse of his home, of the union, you know? Create a sanctuary of peace and inspiration. Like, that's really what it is. This is going to be like, for the 90s millennials, you know, the parents of Corey Matthews. It's like perfect bond. Yeah. Let go of objects that don't make you happy. If there are broken items that you have been meaning to fix, unused gifts, or remnants of a passionless hobby, send those things on their way. Wow, they're really coming, you guys. And even if it takes a few years, like, this is fast, okay? Well, this is the energy now, so just get ready, basically. Clear the space. Surround yourself with only things that are important and support you and make your heart sing with joy and being alive. Light a candle, open a window, be thankful for all that you have. Sit with your shrine in your lap and honor your home. Wow. Okay, the next one, vision. Oh, we'll go with solitude, because this is what they're doing in their home. Meet Lily. Oh, here, let me show you cozy home. Oh, okay. Meet Lily. She sits contently in the center of the sky. Everything is vast, still, and quietly beautiful. The wind might rustle a song out of the leaves, but she is far from human voices and other meows and hisses. Lily contains the sweet, peaceful expanse of solitude. They're expanding peacefully, so with the separation, that's what is happening. Let's not disturb. Find your own space to meet yourself. Wow. And that's where he allowed the time for you and allowing you to do that. Yourself, Divine Feminine. Perhaps it is in the woods, or perhaps it is on a crowded dance floor with your eyes closed. When you are alone, it is easier to hear your own voice, to discern your longings, and rekindle faith in yourself. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. He rekindled faith in himself. He went through a lot of hard things out here. And this is a boy from the woods in the city trying to do some hard things that push you past human abilities, human maxing out the meat and the bones. Okay, this is what he did. Is one of the most hardest things you can do. It's underwater demolition training, and that's just a lot. So he did break his bones and body, pushed him he pushed himself past twice. So this is where the not disturbing him really came into play, because he went to restore faith in himself. Okay, that's really great. And it's next to curiosity. He never forgot about you. And the vision, all right, and the bliss and the majesty with that. And then the courage is back because the faith is restored within himself. All right, so meet Stargazer. Ooh, she means business. Some say her head is in the clouds, but the view is better from up there. She can see the big picture beyond our normal sight. She can see beyond small increments of time to the vastness of years, decades, even eternity. We're all seeing Akashic Records. See, it's about that time. Take a step back and see your life through Stargazer's eyes. What visions do you have for your life? They might appear fuzzy or absent if you are afraid of the actions they are calling you to take. Ooh, see, this is the thing. I finally prayed to God. I said, open my heart to let me see the truth, because I've been just, one foot in one world and one in the other, and I really just want to full on understand and acknowledge it. So that's incredibly helpful. Acknowledge those fears, then ask them to step aside, and like parting clouds until you are able to truly see. Let your visions be a beacon of calling you forth. Amazing. So there it is, guys. They're seeing, because they're feeling comfort. They're seeing their calling. It's like, look at that. Engaged into that curiosity. That solitude is over, or soon to be tapped out, done, or capped out. All right. And we have curiosity. Meet Blaze. With eternal kittens, he experiences each each instance of sight, smell, and sensations as if it's for the first time. His mind is a delightful question mark. When he meets another kitty, visits an unfamiliar place, or tries something new, his mind is not addled by presumptions and assumptions. He is simply curious and open. Most of all, he is curious about himself. He asks, what am I feeling right now? What do I believe, and why do I believe it? What is my heart trying to tell me? Let's cultivate this playful kitten's curiosity so we may continually learn, evolve, and discover. This is exactly what Divine Masculine is feeling and has been functioning like, operating with forever, and now more than ever, he's understanding it. So yay. He's understanding that you and him make this bliss and majesty. Meet Camellia. And that's my Cam's name, my twin's name. Cam. Isn't that funny? Meet Camilla. She is in full bloom, radiating delight. When something challenging happens, we often ask ourselves, what can we learn from this? Camellia is here to remind us not to overlook the possibilities that some of life's most poignant lessons come from the moments of ecstatic bliss. Let's make your body, mind, and soul ring with joy. What makes your body, mind, and soul ring with joy? How can you connect to the golden thread of meaning and let it weave its way through your life? See, this is what I was telling you. This is an invitation to embrace all the marvelous in your life and let bliss overcome you as you bask in the limitless of love of a million sunrises. Oh, God, you guys. This is what he feels like with us and what we feel with him. Sorry for the shakes. But the majesty. All right, majesty. Meet majesty. That was hard to say. She lives inside of each of us. She is the queen of vulnerable heart, yet the yearning soul and the seeking mind. She helps us see our majesty, helps us honor our gifts, hone our skills, and to be true to our word. Let us not diminish ourselves with endless self-criticism and self-negotiation. See, they're coming towards us hard, I think, now soon. We must wear our crown of light and love with confidence, grace, and generosity of spirit. Wow. And T, you showed me that. We all have something to teach and share with our fellows. Cultivate kindness and respect towards yourself so that your gifts may flourish and be shared freely with those around you. Whoa. Whoa. This is so crazy. I really hope you see the scope of all the heaviness of how awesome and light this is. Courage. All right. Oh, and you didn't meet bliss. Oh. And majesty. Ooh, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay. And then this one. That's my twin. So good at everything. Alright. Courage. Meet Alice. She is small but brave, jumping headfirst down the rabbit hole. Although the unknown may seem scary and fraught with danger, we should always hold faith that the beautiful possibilities and discoveries awaiting us. True courage is listening to our intuition and moving in the direction of our heart's deepest yearning, even when we are afraid of and want to turn back to our comfortable, familiar world. Trust yourself enough to take that leap, and always remember, no matter where you are, no matter where you land, the ride will be strange, magnificent, and oh so worth it. Wow, you guys. And I remember that months after my twin fell off the face of the earth, figuratively, he called me. He texted me, and he wanted to explain why that happened. It turned out he broke his leg and tore his shoulder, and they sent him for 2 months on suicide watch in Florida and all this stuff. And so it was around 2 months or 3 months when he told me that. And I'm glad I told him. I was like, are you at a med base? Let me fly there now. And he just didn't want me to do all that just for him. So see how he needed still to learn how to receive. And also, I'm glad that even then I was ready to hop on a plane and get to him as soon as I learned that. But that's basically what they're healing from. I think all of them went through something along the lines of regaining faith and restoring that within themselves, their faith of themselves. Alright, guys. Let me see if I can add one more animal card. Okay, the flamingo. The flamingo. Let's see if I can find the... Where is that book? I don't think I have it here. So I'll just pick one, but someone figure out what flamingo means for me and put in the comments section for all of us. Alright, from the energy oracle cards, let's see what we get. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. So Divine Masculine is going to open a door to themselves, open the door to their own heart, to themselves, and they're going to be much pleased with what comes flushing forth to them, rushing forth. It's all this love, all this reality, and kind of like Jumanji, you're going to be sucked in it too, Divine Feminine, because you are each other. Flamingo? Anyone? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really hope you guys are staying positive. Ride the waves, guys. It's okay to be sad one day. Let it out. It's okay. Try to keep yourself not from spiraling. Do healings with people. I can give you some links to some really good healers. And at the garden gate. Wow. Real quick. This card shows a peaceful young blah, 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 blah. Okay, this card shows a peaceful young woman who beautifully blossoming in a beautifully blossoming garden with colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside of the garden is locked. While the girl, see, it's like we're in Wonderland, locked in, loaded, ready for our twin. And we remember I said I can't walk away. It's just not happening. While the girl wears a key on the chain around her neck, it's locked still. This card, it's because we choose to stay in Wonderland and wait for them. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. Wow, you guys! But be aware, the choice is to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it slip from you, your karmic path, or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. See, Divine Masculine, that's just for you too, and Divine Feminine, that applies to you too. You know, you have to take the steps and meet people or just be happy and not meet people and build your empire. And Divine Masculine, you realize your empire is not where you are now. And it's change. It takes courage. You know, that's awesome. We're mirroring each other on every level. That's really cool. Flamingo, guys, somebody. Love you. See you soon, guys. Bye.
And I don't know all of the outcomes, don't know what happens tomorrow. But when that ocean of doubt comes, don't let me drown in my sorrow, and don't let me stay at the bottom. I feel like this hole is too deep to climb. I've been looking for a way out, but I settle for a peace of mind. Picking up the pieces of my life and hoping that I put together something right. Tell me all I got is all I need. Tell me you gon' help me stay and fight. The world trying to play with my soul, I'm just trying to find where to go. I'm trying to remember the way, I'm trying to get back to my own. But I can't do this on my own. That's why I'm just trusting in you, cause I don't know where else to go, and I don't know what else to do.
No, don't let the fear make you feel like you can't fight this on your own. You know I'll be there for you no matter where you go. You'll never be alone. No, just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you.